I got something to tell you. Okay, I know who the next president of the United States is going to be. And, the problem is that we've had democracy after democracy. Now, we've had so many different presidents in this world, which is ridiculous. But the weirdest thing about it, okay, now this is funny. If you don't believe me, you go look at all this stuff yourself. You think I'm joking. Go look at all this stuff that's happening. And people already see it. People already knows what's happening. Because why? The Bible tells you. The Bible tells you what's going to happen. And in Thessalonians, it tells you about the trump should blow his horn. Chapter 4, verses 16 and 17. Now, what was so weird, this is a year where Trump's running for president. In 2011, he ran again. He ran first in 2011. What's so popular about that 11? I'll show you. You ready for this? 11 is a numeral number. A numeral number is something that people don't believe in. And if you don't believe me, I've showed people with a dollar bill with this, but this time I'm going to show you what I mean about it. Okay? There were two men in 1968, Robert Kennedy and Martin Luther King. They both predicted a black president. One said 15 years and one said 40 years. The person who got it was Robert Kennedy. In 1968 to 2008, we get the president known as Barack Obama. And then, 40 years ago, before we got Obama, we got Reagan, which was the 40th president of the United States. With me so far? So in 2008, we get a president named Barack Obama, which people call him the first black American president. But if you go back and look at history, there were 6 black American presidents in the White House. One of them was Abraham Lincoln. People don't believe it, because Abraham Lincoln, some of his family was black. That's how slavery got around. That's how he freed it. When he wrote this paper out, long paper out, to free the black slaves so they could be free. The freedom. And it was called the Emancipation Proclamation, to free the blacks. The weirdest thing about it is that during the timeline falling down, we end up in a man named Kennedy. Okay? There's a man named John F. Kennedy. He had 11 in all his first name. Watch me. John. That's 4. And the F makes 5. And the last letter for Kennedy makes the 6. And the weirdest thing about it, they give you the number 11, which is at the top of a $1 bill. Don't believe me? Look at yourself. The bottom number comes down, which gives you 22. 11/22 is the month that Kennedy was killed. That's November. Under the 11, on the dollar bill, it is the K, like this. And under the K, below it, like this, is Dallas, Texas, under 11 letters. You don't believe me? Go look at it. Second, that gives our first past president. Now our future president is Barack Obama. He's our present president now. If you look at the 11s 4 times and times it by 4, you get 44. That's Barack Obama's number. Barack Obama's number has 6 letters in his first name. Barack. Barack. And 5 for Obama. Obama. 6 and 5 is 11. On November the 11th, of the 4th, he got struck like this. X marks the spot with 3 6s. 1, 2, 3. How did he get him? In the pick 3 of the Illinois lottery. The same place that Abraham Lincoln went to after he left from Spencer, Indiana. That's weird. They both came presidents in Illinois. The funny weirdest thing about it, who is the only other president to hold the sixes in his name? Kind of ripped your collar, doesn't it? It's Ronald Reagan. Ronald Wilson Reagan. Watch it. Ronald's got 6. R-O-N-A-L-D. Wilson. W-I-L-S-O-N. That weird? And his last name's Reagan. R-E-A-G-A-N. Just like what Obama got in 2008. 1968-2008 bring these two presidents together as 1980. Ronald Reagan was the 1980 president, which was the 40th president. He was the 40th president. And the weird, they both come down, they're coming into place. So who would be the third man to run for president? And his answer is Donald Trump. Donald has 6 letters in his name, just like Ronald. All you're doing, you're dropping the R in the D. D-R-O-N-A-L-D. Reagan. 6 letters. You see it? Obama, 6 letters. The last name that comes into play is Trump. T-R-U-M-P. 6 and 5 is 11. The weirdest thing about it, Donald Trump's letters have 11 names in his name. He's got 17 letters in his name. When do we vote for our next president? 2017. How does Donald Trump have 11 letters in his name? Well, you remember I mentioned to you the first president was John F. Kennedy, which from my past. John F. Kennedy's last name, middle name is John. John's middle name, first name is John. Well, John comes over and locks into place and goes to Donald Trump. Donald John Trump Sr. Donald is 6. His middle name Trump gives you 5, or his last name Trump gives you the 11. 5 in the middle gives you 15. And the 2 on the end gives you the 17. Senior or junior. That's when we put the president in the office. The weirdest thing about it, Donald Trump was born on 6/14. The Bible tells you that Noah's Ark, about 6/14, that his wife had 3 sons. Look what Donald Trump's got. Weirdest thing about it also, and the crazy thing about it, when Ronald Reagan ran for president, he was 69 years old. When Donald Trump is running for president, he's 69 years old. What else can you explain? So, if the light is burned out, then we might as well kiss this world goodbye. Because I believe it's time for Donald Trump. The weirdest thing about it, God has chosen Donald Trump. And that's what Jesus is going to do when he comes back. See the hole in the cup? Our hole is filled without Jesus. But when the time comes, the light will be bright, shining, and the trump will be sound, and Jesus will be coming back in. And the world, and Jesus will be riding on the 6 white horses. But speaking of horses, one more thing. You know, it's kind of funny. In 2013, when Barack Obama became the president, there was a horse in the Kentucky Derby. Its initials were Black Onyx. Look in Barack Obama's office and look on the counter. Tell me what you see. Look in his office and you will see the black horse standing up on scales. The weirdest thing, mark of the beast, is 666. That's what he got. That's what Reagan got too. What's going to happen? Only time tells. Thank you for all watching this video. and vote for Donald Trump.